Jane Wood Worley Peak. Well, I've lived so many places, all on the coast, west coast or east coast. The only time we lived in the center of the country was when my husband was at Ohio State University. We were there for 2 years while he got his master's degree in nuclear physics. Brand new subject, nuclear physics. Yes, that was very interesting. The military sent 10 Army officers, 10 Navy, 10 Air Force, 2 public health officers, and 1 Coast Guard officer, my husband, to a 3-year course in nuclear physics. They had 1 year at Annapolis to bring them all together up to date on physics, because they had all come from different high schools. We all lived in Annapolis for 1 year. Where the stadium is now, there's a stadium there. Where that was a Quonset. We lived in half of a Quonset hut. I mean, if there was, this half was one family, this half was the other family, and that's where the Naval Academy Stadium is now. It was Hamaja Village, it was called. And that's where we lived, in half of a Quonset hut. And the officers all walked to the campus of the Naval Academy for their classes every day. As I said, the military chose. Paul wanted to go to law school. All the time during the war, nobody went to graduate school. But he wanted to go to law school, and then the war ended. Suddenly he realized all these people wanted to go to law school. Okay, forget that. Then he heard about this course that was being offered for the only time I think it was ever offered. They said 10 Army, 10 Navy, 10 Air Force, 2 Public Health, and 1 Coast Guard. He applied for that and he got it. So we had the year at Annapolis, all of us. And then they had their choice of going to Ohio State University or to UCal Berkeley for 2 years to finish their course and get their master's degree in nuclear physics. Paul figured that sooner or later we'd get to California, but we'd never have another chance to be in the interior of the country, so he chose Ohio State. And that was that's where my daughter was born. She was 4 weeks old when we left. That's all I can remember anyway. Oak Ridge was the center of the nuclear business. There was a nuclear town. It was fenced in. You couldn't get in except through one gate, and you had to have permission, or had to have a reason to go in the town at that point. That was the only way to get there. Oak Ridge was very secret. Nobody knew what was going on there. Very few people had ever heard of it, but that's where all these nuclear physics students. Well, he was the Coast Guard nuclear expert. Well, we never knew what was going to happen.
All right.
But that period ended like everything does eventually.